Hi, I'm Dan Q, and today I'm going to be eating cheese. I've long been concerned about the environmental impact that my diet has on the world. But the one thing that I seem unable to give up is dairy. I've really cut down on milk, but I can't seem to give up cheese. I'm not even cheese's biggest fan. I don't know how people who really love cheese could possibly be vegan, but maybe the quality of vegan cheese has improved since last I tried it. So, based on the recommendations of some friends, I'm going to be trying the Honestly Tasty range of fake cheese and seeing how it is. Let's get started. First up, I've got Honestly Tasty's Brie. Spelt B-R-E-E. This is made with tapioca flour, shea butter, rice bran oil, almonds, miso, carrageenan, salt, nutritional yeast, truffle oil, onion powder, mustard powder, and lactic acid. Texture isn't quite the same as brie. That's slightly rubberier than at least a mature brie. I'm sure what you wanted was to watch me eating on camera. That's unusual. It's not bad. I wouldn't describe it as offensive. It's possibly a little mustardy for me. If you tried to pass it off as brie, I think I'd know. It's okay. It's possibly better than I thought it would be, but I don't think that's I don't think that's going to be a substitute for brie in my household anytime soon. The rind is very well done. It's pretty convincing rind, but yes, little mustardy for me. I feel like it needs a tiny bit less mustard powder, tiny bit more lactic acid. Still won't be quite like brie, but it's not bad. Next up, we've got Honestly Tasty's Ched Spread, which I assume is cheddar inspired. Our short matured spreadable alternative to cheddar. We like to enjoy it on oatcakes or with a baked potato. It's made with cashew nuts, coconut oil, white miso, nutritional yeast, onion, salt and mustard. One of the things I worry about is that this might taste too nutty for me. Let's find out. Oh, I don't need a sharp knife for this. This is definitely going to be spreadable. I can feel how soft it is. It's sort of got the texture of a smooth pate. It spreads pretty easily. That is surprisingly good. It's still distinctly not cheese, but the Ched spread tastes like it could have cheese in it. It tastes like it's a spread with cheese, and if someone made a cheese spread with jalapenos in and then took the jalapenos out. Yeah, it's got that feeling that this has been near something sour at some point. It's really quite enjoyable. I like that. And I'm going to have a little more. It's got a sharp tang, which I really quite like. Next up, we've got Blue, which is the blue cheese alternative from Honestly Tasty. Now again, not the biggest fan of cheese in the world, and I wouldn't normally go for a blue cheese. They're okay. Our signature plant-based blue cheese alternative with authentic veins developed as the cheese matures over a number of weeks. This one's made with coconut oil, almonds, tapioca flour, salt, nutritional yeast, seaweed extract and lactic acid. The edge here, the green edge, is really quite impressively authentic looking. You could believe that was cheese to look at it. Again, I'll stress that if this tastes a lot like blue cheese, then I probably won't like it. You'll have to make your own decision about whether you're going to try this, not based on whether I like it or not, but whether I tell you it's like the other thing I don't like. Let's give you a go, Blue. Well, I can honestly tell you that Honestly Tasty's blue is less disgusting than actual blue cheese. I didn't like it. I'm not a big fan of seaweed either. That's probably why. And so I didn't like it. But I would rather eat that than most blue cheeses. Next up is Honestly Tasty's Herbie, our garlic and herb plant-based cheese that spreads perfectly and melts just like its dairy counterpart. Cashew nuts, coconut oil, shea butter, canola oil, salt, almonds, carrot juice, sunflower lecithin, black pepper, garlic, herbs, lemon juice, natural flavourings. It is not quite as spreadable as the ched spread, at least not straight from the fridge. Again, you can see what they're doing here. They're going for something like Boursin, the cheese and herb spread. I think they've hit it. It's mild and it's herby. And like the ched spread, it tastes like it could have been made from cheese, but isn't. That's perfectly delicious. It would be great on crackers or in a sandwich. Finally then, fresh from the oven, we have Honestly Tasty's Camembert, or Sham, fake Camembert. I've just had this in the oven for about a quarter of an hour. It moves a lot like a Camembert. Well, that looks like a Camembert. It's got that sort of firm on the outside, but teases like it might be still wet and soft in the inside. Look, let's break into it and have a go. I think I may have slightly undercooked this. It isn't as gooey as I expected. The nutritional yeast and the seaweed extract make it have a real rich saltiness to it. You wouldn't fool anybody. No one who knew Camembert would taste this and go, that's definitely Camembert, but it's a perfectly acceptable substitute. It is the texture that seems to be hardest to mirror. But in this case, they've done a very good job of matching the texture of the skin. It does look and feel and taste on the outside a lot like a thick-skinned Camembert. A bit less convincing on the inside, but still perfectly tasty. I'm going to If I've undercooked it, I'm going to cut myself a wedge. I would absolutely eat a camembert again in summary. Honestly Tasty's camembert is a reasonably acceptable vegan substitute to camembert cheese, and I would eat it again. Their ched spread and Herbie are really quite nice spreadable soft cheeses, or fake cheeses. Their brie leaves a little to be desired. I'm not convinced by that at all. I wouldn't bother having it again. And their fake blue cheese, I didn't care for, although I didn't care for it by less than I don't care for actual blue cheese, which I find a little bit gross. All in all, I think this is a perfectly successful lunch of fake cheeses. And there's a couple here that I would have again. I hope you've enjoyed watching me eat fake cheese. Even if you haven't, that's fine. You can read more about my experience of this in the accompanying blog post. If you're watching this video anywhere other than on my blog, find a link down there or something and you can read more about it. Thanks for watching.